I'm telling you guys are saying there's no 3D, it's not worth it. Just do yourself a favor, spend the 15 bucks and check this out. I have a hard time describing what this is like. This is just unbelievable. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Jose, also known as theVRpilot, and today we're going to do two quick things. The first thing is going to be a little tutorial on how to set up your cache so you can pre-download certain areas if that's your home base, or if you have slow internet and you just want to download it the night before in super high res, high detail, you can do that. The second thing is we're going to take a tour around Miami and South Florida, and I already pre-cached a certain area. So let's get started with the tutorial. Let's not waste too much time here. All right, so this is going to be pretty simple. I'm going to try to keep this simple and fast and to only the details you need. We're going to jump over to options, general, data, and let's scroll down. Now, I already have a rolling cache set of 200 gigabytes on my F drive. I don't think that affects it at all, but that's what I have set up here. We're going to scroll all the way to the bottom, manual cache, hit view. It might take a second, so as soon as it's done loading, I'll be right back. And the first thing we're going to do on the top right, select your cache location, figure out what drive you want it on. I don't know if it matters if you put it on a slower drive. I think it would be better if it's on a fast drive, whether it's an SSD or an M.2, but I have it on an M.2 NVMe. Now over here, you set your maximum overall cache size, and it initially starts at 1 gigabyte. I set it up to 200, and we're gonna go to cache new region at the bottom. That's the third thing. Now the cache quality, as you can see, it's set on low, medium, and high. There's no way for you to adjust that. It actually gets adjusted when you zoom in and out. So right here, we're gonna go ahead and grab this. We're gonna grab all of that on low. Let's zoom in, find Tamiami Airport. This is gonna be, now you see it went to medium. So we're gonna go here, throw this whole area on medium, and then you just keep zooming in. And most people are probably gonna do just the airport on high. I feel like a lot of people are just gonna do something like this, but I kind of figured I'm gonna fly all the way out east. So I'm gonna do this on high as well. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if your OCD is gonna get to you and you need to make it perfect, please do. This is gonna be high, and this is gonna be high as well. That actually took up most of our medium. That's so funny. So let's do this. Let's make medium a little bit bigger so that transition is smoother. All right, there we go. So we're gonna go here at the bottom, call it TMB, and as soon as this is done, I'll be right back and I'll tell you how long it takes. All right, so it looks like it just finished doing it. It took about maybe 3-4 minutes max to download and cache the scenery. Now, just notice this real fast here. This section at the bottom called TMB is 861 megabytes, while this is 9.37 gigabytes. If you're gonna zoom in and use that high cache, just that high zoom level, just know that it's gonna cost a lot on your hard drive. And if you don't have the space, maybe just use it accordingly. But right now, I just wanna see how it runs and how it performs, but let's set up the flight real fast. So here we are, we're gonna zoom in and we're gonna set up this flight, which it's gonna be out of Miami International Airport. Now, the other part of this flight, which is gonna be crazy, which I'm pretty excited to see. We're gonna fly here and let's select this parking right here, set as departure. We're gonna go out of Miami over to Opa-locka. Now, again, it's just gonna be a VFR flight. Flight conditions, let's change this to, we'll probably go some scattered clouds with the sun set. Now, as you can see, this is full of a lot of people online. The labels are initially gonna be off, but after a bit, I'm gonna turn them on so you can see the chaos. But I'm pretty excited to see this. So we've taken long enough doing this. Let's jump in the plane. See you on the ramp. Easy. Now, I understand people are saying there's no 3D. I get that, and it's not worth it. But I beg to differ. I think there's going to be a lot of people who are willing to enjoy this experience, even though they don't have 3D. So let's see how this cache data performs. Let's jump in the cockpit and let's start her up. This is Miami International Airport. I'm playing with high settings. So I'm kind of curious how this is going to perform. All right, let's get a couple things going here. Turn the strobe light. Set the throttle up a little bit. And let's start her up. I think we're looking pretty good. Now, I think I mentioned it, but we're flying with live traffic online. Looks like someone's doing a low approach runway 27 here. Now, I don't have any labels on, and if I did, we probably would see a bunch of people, so we're going to leave the labels off for now. Hopefully this guy will roll here momentarily. We'll go in sequence, but look at that. There's a bunch of planes on the other side of the airport. See, this is actually kind of cool, except he spawned right on me. Got the 747 over there taking off. I think I hear the Airbus powering up. Yep. Are you gonna let me go? Alright, good sir. Now, unfortunately, there's no way for us to talk. Caution, wake turbulence. You know what? I'm gonna wave it. Thank you, tower. We're eating a bunch of jet blasts here. And looks like he aborted, so we're just gonna climb above him. This is standard procedure. Alright, gear up. We got a floating 747 over there. Now check this out. This is gonna be a gorgeous sunset around Miami International Airport, and you know what? This is actually looking really smooth. I mean, the frame rate, I'm trying to see. You know what? I normally don't like to do this, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna change the time here so we can try to get a better idea on how the visuals are affected with the cache data here. But first, we're gonna fly by the office. Check this out. Obviously not the correct tower, but we'll take it. The building at the bottom is where we work our, that's the Tracon down here. So the first and second floor has a couple administration buildings and the Tracon, the Terminal Radar Approach Control. So some days I'm up in the tower and some days I'm down in the radar and some days I do both. But whenever I can, I come up to the tower because this sunset is exactly what I see. And without joking, it's gorgeous. So I'd much rather enjoy the tower views than the dungeon views, as I call it. That was a pretty nice sunset departure out of Miami International Airport, and so far everything's looking really good. I mean, the cache scenery, I think it's looking good. I mean, let's check out the Blue Lagoon here. Now, obviously it's not going to make everything perfect. We're still going to have the occasional melted building, but this is the Blue Lagoon here. I am noticing a dip in the frames. For the most part, I think I run at 60 FPS in 1080p, but I think it's looking pretty smooth. I think for you guys as well. I guess I'm gonna have to watch that in the replay. Marlins Park over here with the canopy. I guess that's what it's called, right? The top, this thing actually slides open when we have good weather. If the weather's bad, it'll close up. Check that out. You know what I think the difference is? Everything, this is on high, so these buildings all look square, everything looks super neat, everything's well done. The detail, it's super nice, and I think the big takeaway here is that it doesn't have to download this as I'm flying through it because it's already here. So I have to think that that saves the computer some sort of hardware performance, and it makes it run smoother. Check out this ginormous tree over here. That's crazy. Not very real. You know what? The turbulence here is kind of ridiculous. It's so realistic. Here we are at Bayside. We got Bayside. We got the American Airlines Arena for the Miami Heat. Do one quick turn. We got a 747 over there, low level. This building right here, at my 10 o'clock, I actually got to go to the top of this building with my buddy who is an F-16 driver, and it was really cool because we got to take some pictures of the Makos from Homestead fly by, and that was just a really neat experience. They were a little further away than we wanted, but nonetheless, I got some really cool pictures. And one of them, if I have the picture, I found it, was of this boat right here, which has a helipad on the back. So if I can, I'll somehow try to throw it up on the screen. Now, we're over the port of Miami. On the right side is cargo. On the left side is where the cruise ships are. Now, we don't have any cruise ships here, so it's just kind of empty. But then we got Parrot Jungle, and I forgot the name of this museum over here. It's for kids, and it's actually really good. But as we fly around and we look, everything is just detailed to the max. I mean, this is just absolutely amazing. Alright, now we're going to go to South Beach. Probably overspeeding this aircraft almost. Let's turn off this fuel pump. You got Star Island and this other island up here. This is what happens online. Excellent. He's sightseeing at a different speed. It's a little hard to sightsee when you're going that fast. And this over here, actually, this is the Coast Guard, the Miami Coast Guard base right here. We got the Coast Guard ships. That's pretty cool. When I was younger, I used to swim in that pool right there. It's so crazy. Flying over it right now. And welcome to South Beach. Where's Crandon Park? Over to the 3 o'clock. Man, check that out. That is just gorgeous. We can see all the way down to Virginia Key. And we're going to turn right. I'm going to check out this building under construction right here. Wow. Man, living on this private island. Can you imagine that? I say private just because it's disconnected from everyone else, but this must be so expensive. But let's take a look at this golf course, for example. I mean, you could honestly, you can see the lines from when they mow the grass. That is just amazing detail. See cars, you can see shadows, you can see little buses parked there. So rendering this in high, I think, is absolutely worth it if it's an area that you like to fly or you're going to do some low-level sightseeing. The buildings obviously are not perfect on the exterior, but they look really good. And actually, I did notice this earlier. Got like this random prison building here, whatever that is. It's funny. So we got Ocean Drive to the left. Random people have put up houses on the beach. It's just the AI, I guess, the way it reads things. And just look at how good this looks. As far as the beach, I mean, the grass looks so good. The satellite imagery, right? The tree detail, the density. Wow, we gotta go check out this house over here. Hold on. Look at this corner lot with this pool right here. I'm gonna say that's pretty much a helipad right there. That is just gorgeous. They got a playground. Look at that. See the yellow slide. We're gonna finish this flight here in nighttime, and let's just enjoy this real fast. I'm telling you guys are saying there's no 3D, it's not worth it. Just do yourself a favor, spend the 15 bucks and check this out. I have a hard time describing what this is like. This is just unbelievable. Got downtown Miami over there at 10 o'clock. South Beach to the left. Key Biscayne in the distance. Wow. So I think we're approaching here on the coast. I don't know if it's Hollandale yet. I think it might be. But look at this lighting. Now, something that was missing in X-Plane 11. I mean, check this out right here. I'm just speechless every time I look somewhere else. X-Plane 11 did a lot of things really well, but one thing that I could not stand, all these lights were yellow. This yellow you see to my left off my wing, everything was yellow. The intersection was yellow. The buildings was yellow. And look at this, how crazy. This, I mean, I don't know if it did it on purpose, but that's a parking garage, and it put white lights on top. That is just so neat that it did that. Whether it did it on purpose or not, the random scattering of the light here, I'm sure it's done through the Azure AI cloud, but the random lighting works so well. It breaks up that same yellow. Oh, check this out right here. It breaks out that whole same yellow patch of lights, which is just terrible. So I don't know what to say, guys. This is just amazing. Looks like we have some people back there having some fun online. All right, I'm gonna do a little left orbit here. Let's fool around. Let's. That is just too cool to see other people flying around online like that, and then look down and see just absolutely stunning scenery. Look at this. Look at this parking lot. Trees, buildings, lights, just done correctly. So I'm actually looking for the beacon at Obalaka, which I think I might have passed it over there. Look at how Actually, that's kind of crazy. I was gonna say how beautiful it is, but a bunch of red lights. So we got Miami over there, 11 o'clock, Opelika, 12 o'clock. North Perry should be at the 2 o'clock. There it is. We see the blue lights barely, with that one red light over there. And Fort Lauderdale International Airport is right there. All right, I said I was going to turn on labels, so let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. All right, so this is labels on, and as we can see, the skies are full. Let's look behind us. 787 TBM. This is just crazy. When they're far, it's going to show their label with nothing beneath them. When they're closer, it'll actually show... Let's see if I can find an example. Like this guy, I think it'll show the lights of the aircraft, but then there's a certain stage when you get real close, it'll start drawing the aircraft for you. That way it doesn't spend all that horsepower drawing aircraft that are who knows how far away. Now, I'm not using ATC just because I have the audio turned off at this time, but let's just pretend to block a clear to land, runway 27 right. Here, throttle back here, go to flaps 1. And where's our flashlight? Actually, it went flaps all the way down. You know, I just realized my flashlight's not working. So 105 knots. Start reducing the throttle, adjust the trim. There we go. Trim the nose down a bit. Looks like we're right on the glide path here. But yeah, this is crazy. Look at all these aircraft. Almost forgot about them, but let's go gear down. There we got 3 green. Gear set, flap set. I need to figure out how to turn on the brightness in this cockpit. Still running a little high. Sure my lights are on. Let's see if we make that first taxiway. Power back for the flare. All right. I think we got it. All right, guys. So we're gonna park right here, park and brake on. And we're going to wait for the ground marshals to tell us where to park. But don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification button, and join the Facebook group. That way you guys can stay up to date with the whole VR setup for Microsoft Flight Sim. And if we have any other breakthroughs, I'll either post them here or post them there on that Facebook page. So check it out. If you guys need help, let me know in the comments below. And also check the first raid in the series so you guys can learn how to do poor man's VR yourself. All right, guys, be well. bye.